Outfits in Stellar Blade might just be the difference between having to play the game with one hand or not. Fashion in Souls-likes. It's always an amazing thing that we love to enjoy. We love fashion. It's, I would say that at this point it's an inherent part of a Souls-like, a good proper Souls-like. It always needs to have fashion. You have to look cool. And yeah, I mean, fashion, it's a staple of every single Souls-like that respects himself. Stellar Blade, it's no different. It has a huge array of outfits that you can use to look cool while you're out there killing monsters and exploring. Overall, just enjoying the view. Quite literally in this case. Anyways, there's a couple of outfits that you can get to have a huge variety of selection of outfits without having to worry yourself that much with exploration, without having to worry about concerning about going to the open world area, trying to look on every nick and cranny to find out those little outfits. For you, I have a couple right here that you can get immediately on Scion, and it's actually quite simple and easy to get, but I am also going to give you some advice on how to get them. So first and foremost, this is going to be available and open to you as soon as you reach Scion. The first batch of them, at the very least, the first wave of them. You have Scion right here, and then you also have the bulletin board right here. This is where you're going to be doing side little quests, side little missions. I advise for you to actually complete as many of these guys right here, because the rewards that you get from this place is actually something that will allow you to purchase them, like the bitcoins that you see right there. That is the rewards that there's many different ways to get bitcoins by exploring the world out there, but there's also a nice way to get them right here, so you are going to need them. Now, the second thing, it's this NPC that is just beside it. She is going to be the one selling you the first set of outfits that we're going to have for you right here. And the way for you to get them, it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is raise the affinity to level 3. Once you raise the affinity to level 3, she's going to be unlocking the outfits. And it's going to come on stages as well. So you purchase the outfits, and actually getting the affinity to level 3 with this gal, it's not that difficult. All you have to do is purchase the information, the crazy drone, the can, the solar tower. This is very useful information at the end of the day, and it's not that expensive. They cost like 300 bucks each, and as soon as you manage to purchase everything, she's going to sell you this design pattern for the keyhole suit, which is very nice. The one for the planet diving suit, the second generation, the cybernetic dress, and then the Orca exploration suit. After that, you also need to craft them, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. Let's get to the second stage of outfits. Now this one, you're going to unlock it a little bit later on. As you move forward through the game, as you progress into the game, Scion is going to get a little bit more crowded. You're going to rescue people by releasing them from the cryo chambers that they are in, and more merchants are going to become available. So at some point, you're going to have this one right here, Lily's General Store. The thing is that there's going to be a quest involved. As soon as you get this guy available on Scion, which is going to be after like your second trip to a mission, to a quest, after the second trip to you're going to have like the open world, the first open world area, and then there's a mission. That's when this guy is going to become available. Now he's going to request that you find this little gal out there in the desert. It's not really that difficult because it's all guided, so you don't struggle that much with this thing. And then you are going to raise his affinity as well. That being said, raising his affinity is actually not that difficult as well, because all you have to do is just purchase these little objects that you have right here, and then he's going to sell you 4 more suits, which are actually quite amazing. The Daily Viker, the Daily Denim, the Black Full Dress, and the Junk Mechanic. So these are actually quite nice. This is my favorite, actually. This is one that I am rocking myself personally. Now after you have purchased them, you also need to craft the outfits, and they cost resources. Luckily for you, those resources you can go out there in the world to get them just by regular exploration, but there's many of them, and we're going to be crafting quite a whole lot of them. That is why I was telling you that it was so very much important that you would be doing your requests, those little things from the Vord mission, because that is going to give you money, and you're going to need money to come to this gal, and you're also already going to be familiar with Kaya at Sister's Junk, because she is the one that's going to sell you all of the materials that you need to craft all of these suits. So we come right in here to her, we open the shop, and in the shop these are the materials that you're going to need: the polymer material, the advanced polymer material, and the extreme polymer material. They, depending on the rarity, this is tier 1, 2, and 3, they are going to be more or less expensive, but you're also going to need more or less of each one of them. And also, one thing to have in mind is that you don't actually need to purchase that many of the extreme. Purchase the highest amount quantity, like for example this one, and then let's say like the highest amount of quantity for this one as well, and then you can purchase like just half of this, guys, because you're not going to need that much, depending on the suits that you want to craft, depending on the suits that you want to make. And as a matter of fact, it's actually not that expensive, so might as well. So we have quite a lot of materials right in here. I think that I need a little bit more of this, which is not that expensive, mind you. So now we go. Now all you have to do is just craft the suits, and you can really craft them at any repair station. Just as you can see, it requires extreme polymer material 25, and then advanced polymer material 50, polymer material 75, and this is the same for every single suit that you have out there. So it's actually quite simple, easy, and it's not that expensive, and the suits are actually quite amazing. Now I do have one final one for you, which is not a suit per se, and I think that this is going to be one of everyone's personal favorite. This, as a matter of fact, it's always that a lot of people likes to mod into their game if you're feeling a little bit extra 100 by playing the game. If you see your equipment right here, you can press X to unequip any suit that you're wearing. That is going to give you the skin suit. And this basically, it is a little bit controversial. There's no nudity in here, but that is a matter of perception, because at the end of the day, it just there's like the name on top of it, but you know, like that's a suit, that it doesn't look a suit because she looks like she's very naked. So yeah, there's that. Like, if you're into this kind of stuff, if you're I mean, you'll always be looking at that while you play, so if you're into this, you might as well. Anyways, a weird game for sure. If you like the content, you like it, a video, super appreciated. And also, that you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.